Okay, when you multiply, the top part gets 5 radical 2, and the bottom part is radical 2 times radical 2, I know gets 2, and that's it. I did
Excuse
the,
me, Professor.
uh-huh,
This is so what we're doing now is rationalizing.
exactly, rationalizing. Okay, that means Ingrid, do something to eliminate any radical in the denominator. So you create one smart one, que is exactly the radical that we have in the denominator, this radical that you want to eliminate.
Exactly what chapter is that on the book?
Yes, yes,
Four
yes.
or five? Which chapter?
I don't know, but I can find if you want, but this is not important. Okay?
Okay.
But this new idea is different. It's rationalized again, but it's different because we have binomial, no monomial. When you have two guys, 7 minus radical 2. So I take advantage this idea that you know very well, que eh, look, a square minus b square is equal a plus b times a minus b. Are you super familiar with this formula, right? And we are using in that direction to factorization. And now we are using in this direction to multiplication. However, I discovered that when you have one binomial, you multiply by its conjugate. Its conjugate. It's the technical name, conjugate. Conjugate is exactly the same but opposite sign in the middle. Now, magically, you convert like a squared minus b squared. Therefore, I create one smart one now, similar to this idea, but using the conjugate, que es 7 plus radical 2. And remember, any expression divided by itself is 1. So this, again, is a smart one. But in this case, a little bit more complicated because it's using the conjugate idea. This is a smart one. Well, the top is easy. The top is 5 times 7 is 35. So you multiply this times this, like this 3 with the property, no? And this time this, be careful, because when you multiply, for example, you multiply 5 radical 2, you multiply the number outside independent separately to the number outside. So we multiply 20 radical 6, okay? Because remember they are different category. Remember this 5 come from, because I suppose in one moment we have a couple of 5 inside the radical and go outside like a 1 5. And this 5 is more sophisticated that this trick is a poor girl or a poor boy can stay single inside. So you put together outside, inside. In this case, bueno, inside we have 5 radical 2 because actually when you multiply 5 and no radical, the radical is missing, times radical 2, and I suppose that 1 is the invisible number in the front. You multiply 5 times 1 is 5 and radical 5. Good. Now, and the bottom part is the most interesting part. You apply the formula. What formula? That formula. Two binomial, que they are conjugate, is the first square, que es 7 square, que es 49, minus radical 2 square, que es just 2. O sea, radical 2 square, something like that. So I did in that direction. Of course, 35 plus 5 radical 2. Let me erase this part. And we have 49, que 7 times 7, minus 2, que 47. 35 plus 5 radical. And this is the option C, I guess so. You get the idea? You get the idea?
Can you do it again? if you don't mind?
See, no, of course, I bring 42, 43, and 44 get similar. But the idea is, okay, what should I do? I need to rationalize, again. But I recognize that we have n binomial. And you try to find the conjugate. Nuela. And the conjugate. What is the conjugate? What is the husband and wife of this guy? It's the same family, but opposite sign. Negative and positive, right? And you create a smart one. And after multiplication. And the multiplication at the bottom is a little bit sophisticated because when you multiply.
Wait. When you say the husband and the wife over here on the 7 minus radical 2, you call it? That you turn it into a positive? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, absolutely. See, if the original is negative,
okay,
the conjugate is positive.
Right.
Si the original is positive, suppose another example. Exactly, it's the conjugate.
And then the top one, the other 7 plus will also be 7 plus radical 2. And then you do
Why?
and then you multiply. Okay.
Why the top is the same? Because I created a smart one. And a smart one is n, because the answer is 1. So I create artificially this plus, que es the conjugate. It's the husband or the wife. I don't care the gender. Now in the top you put exactly the same key. You put artificial. This is okay. This is my original problem. I create a smart one using the conjugate of the expression in the denominator, and I put this is a twin brother, and this. Okay, and now the final multiplication is when you multiply this and this, you can apply FOIL if you want. 7 times 7 is 49, and 7 times radical is 7 radical 2, and this is minus 7 radical 2, and this is minus radical 2 times radical 2 is 2, and this is always cancelled. This is a special problem. Entonces 49 minus 2. And we can do that using that formula, que es square the first minus square the second. Square the first is 7 squared, que es 49. Square the second is square of the square root 2, que es just 2. And the answer is we practice. I propose you. I don't know why I skipped this. Let's do it 42, 43, and 44, que es similar to the 37. And then we go over again to the 38, 39, and 40, and 41. So let's do in 42 now. 42, que is exactly the same rationalized denominator. Radical 5 over radical 11. And rationalize the denominator. Assume that all the variables represent positive real numbers. And the denominator is not 0. Okay.
Sorry, Professor, we jumped. We skipped.
Yeah, I skip because I try to do exactly the same. We continue with the same idea. Rationalize when you have binomial, right? And don't worry because I go over again to the 38 in your moment, no? Okay, to say, what should I do? Well, I try to create the smart one. And
the rational 11 negative 3 as a denominator?
Exactly. And radical 11 minus 3.
And then we do the multiplying.
Exactly.
Okay.
Multiply radical 5 times radical 11 and radical 55. And radical 5 multiplied by negative 3 is minus 3 times radical 5. Don't forget, please, that the number outside the radical have higher category to the number inside. We cannot mix it. You combine.
Repeat, please. Say that again.
Repeat. 5 radical 2 times 3 radical 5. You multiply this number times this number, 15, and this number times this number separately, radical 10. We cannot multiplication outside and inside because they are different category. Make sense? In this case, radical 5 times radical 11. Okay, let's do it separately. Radical 5 times radical 11 and radical 55. Yeah, in this case we can multiply because they are inside the radical. However, radical 5 multiplication by 3 or by negative 3 is negative 3 times radical 5 because 3 have no radical. 3 have no radical. You can interpretation like that. Radical 5 times negative 3 radical 1 because radical 1 is 1 and 1 is invisible, no? So when you multiply and 1 here, another invisible 1. 1 times negative 3 and negative 3. And radical 5 times 1 is 5. And we get this answer. But no. The shortcut to do too fast and no complication is you multiply only outside, inside, and no mix it together. It's totally illegal, violation. And the bottom, super easy. Square the first. Remember the formula, a plus b times a minus b is equal a squared minus b squared, or FOIL. In this case, square the first is 11. Because I know that square root 11 is square, it's just 11. Because a square power and a square root cancel out each other. Minus, always minus, and between, look at that. Square the second gets 3 squared gets 9. Where come from this 9? 3 squared. Then 11 minus 9 is 2. Radical 55. Minus 3 radical 5 divided by 2. Okay. I suppose case B. Any question? What is confusing part? No? Okay. Let's do one more. 43. 43 is a little bit more interesting. F5 radical 2 divided by 5 plus radical 2. What should I do? Come on, help me. What should I do?
Well,
Come on.
the 5 plus radical 2, we turn it into a 5 negative radical 2.
5 minus radical 2.
The top is also 5 negative radical 2, and all that's going to cancel out.
Well, so you cancel out, you come back at the beginning, you are doing nothing. Okay?
So you multiply them.
You multiply
So
this
it's
and
25.
this. And this and this. Wait, relax. Okay, we are doing first the easy part. Okay, the bottom part. The bottom part. The bottom part is just 5 times 5 is 25. Minus 2. Yes or no? Remember the formula A plus B, A minus B. The shortcut to do super fast, no complication, no FOIL, no nothing, is square the first. Get the first in our example 5. 5 squared is 25. Minus square the second, gets radical 2 squared is 2. And 25 minus 2 is 23. Do you see? Okay, this is okay. You can do it another way. You can, of course. You can do it in the kindergarten way, case you FOIL. Yeah, absolutely. Noela, look at that. The first conjugate is positive. Okay, Noela, your question is, okay, see this number is positive? It's absolutely perfect because this is positive.
No, Professor. I was asking about
5 plus radical 2. 5 plus radical 2. I want to eliminate this guy. This process called rationalize. I want to do something and only do cham, delete this guy. Now you multiply by 5 minus radical 2, que es el conjugate associated with this. when I do the multiplication, this is 25 minus 2 is 23. Do you understand this well or no? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. Now in the top, it's different. It's also special, but okay. Some students don't remember very well when you multiply any binomial times itself. Okay, by the way, in this case, they are twin brother. No conjugate like that. No twin. It's identical. It's square the first plus twice AB plus B squared. Entonces, the majority of the students don't remember. Okay. This is a question. This was a question. The majority of the students, Nuela, don't remember that formula. I don't know why. Okay, don't worry. Relax. You are doing in the traditional way, like a kindergarten guys. You multiply like a FOIL. Entonces 5 times 5 is 25 minus 5 radical 2 minus another 5 radical 2 because they are identical and negative positive 2 porque radical 2 times radical 2 es 2. Are you aware que radical 2 times radical 2 es 2, no? Radical any number or expression times itself is equal to any. I take advantage of this fact to remove the radical, so rationalize. So you have 25 minus 10 radical 2 plus 2. And 25 plus 2 is 27 minus 10 radical 2. So you see this is equivalent to this idea. Square the first is 5, and square 5 is 25. Plus or minus, depending if it's positive or negative, twin brother, the first sign is negative. Que esta multiplication A and B es 5 radical 2 times extra 2. Entonces, extra 2 times 5 is 10 radical 2 plus square the second. And the second radical 2 square is 2. And we get exactly the same answer. Entonces, in the top, we have 27 minus 10 radical 2. What is the final answer then? 27 minus 10 radical 2 divided by 23. Is the final answer que corresponde with the option A. I guess so. Any question? What part you don't see clear?
I have a question. Because we were not on the denominator. This is why this conjugated denominator.
Wow, I can't understand anything. Let me repeat at the beginning here. Okay, this is my original problem. Let me put in red color. I need to rationalize. To be rationalization, I need to create a smart one. And this smart one is the conjugate of the expression that we have in the denominator. I put like a minus. And you repeat it here again because I want to doesn't affect my original problem. Because I know you have problem. You have problem. And problem multiplication by 1 is equal to the same problem, no? Because 1 is invisible factor. Choose the negative conjugate because our denominator is positive. Yes, or Noela. Okay. If our original is positive, the conjugate is exactly the same but the opposite sign in the middle. So it's like A plus B times A minus B. This is the idea for the conjugate. Exactly the same. Negative sign. Now the multiplication. The rest is just multiplication. This guy times this guy and this guy times this guy. Completely separately. And the multiplication, the conjugate, I can using that formula if you want. Cases you foil. Either way, I did here like a kindergarten guy. And the multiplication for the top part, we can use that formula because they are twin brothers. So we have in front two special products. The identical twin brother is special, and the conjugate is also a special product. Otherwise, when it's a completely different family, no special. It's just foil, regular foil, and that's it. Okay? Any question? Okay, you get. Let's move on to the 44. Now. 44. Now. 44 now. 44. Okay, 44 is radical 7 over 7 radical 6 minus radical 7. Okay, this is my original problem. I enclose in the red box. I need to do something. I need to do something. I need to do something. I create the smart one. What is the smart one? Who helped me to create the smart one? Is conjugate. Conjugate of the numerator or denominator?
Denominator.
Exactly. 7 radical 6 plus radical 7. And in order to doesn't affect my problem, I put exactly the same, because when you divide the green part, I know that the answer, the entire answer for this green part is 1, and 1 is invisible, and 1 doesn't change my original problem. Now, ready to multiplication. The shortcut to do the multiplication, the bottom part, I like the easy part first. It's 7. Okay, basically it's 7 radical 6 squared. It's 49 times 6. Put in my calculator. 49 times 6 is 284. 94. Okay, this is 294. Minus, because I know it's minus. Remember the formula is a squared minus b squared. And 7 squared is just 7. And this minus 7 is 287. This was the multiplication, this and this. Do you see that? Or do you want I do for you like a kindergarten guys, step by step, using foil? Either way, it's okay. Let's do this. Well, this is a monomial, one expression, no binomial. But a monomial time binomial, this is binomial, this is monomial. You apply this distributive property, you multiply this and this, and multiply this and this. So when you multiply radical 7 times 7 radical 6, es obvio que es 7 radical 42. Right? Because 1 times 7 is 7 radical 42. Radical 42. Entonces 7 radical 42. 42 minus no plus, because the radical 7 times radical 7 is 7. Now so far, my answer is 7 radical 42 plus 7 divided by 287. This is the final answer. I suppose que no. Why no? Because I can see que 7 is common factor, and this number que ending in 7 maybe is divisible by 7. Then we have radical 42 plus 1. I factor out 7 over 287 divided or 41. When you simplification here, so 287 is 7 times 41. I discovered in my calculator. I cancel out this 7 and this 7, and the final answer is radical 42 plus 1 divided by 41. Okay, the option D. Any question? Look like confusing, look like clear? No opinion? Professor, no, I need opinion.
It makes sense, but if you would go a little slower.
Okay, okay, you have to practice as always.
Yes,
Go to the
yes,
homework.
yes.
and do your best. You come on my help anytime. Let's go to the 38. 38 is completely different idea. 38 is multiplication. It's easy. Multiplication is easy. Multiply, okay, multiply. In this case, you multiply two expressions, okay, have no family. It's completely different. So you apply FOIL. FOIL. This and this together is radical 14. Because 2 times 7. This and this together is minus 4 radical 2. Remember, you cannot mix the number outside the radical and the number inside the radical because they are different categoric. This and this is minus 6 radical 7, and this is plus 24, no? And we can do more things. No. Why no? Because you combine the radical can have the same number inside, but no, this is 14. Wow. And 14 is possible simplification? No. Because 14 is 2 and 7, and there are no couple of factors to simplification. Okay, leave it like that. Square root 14 minus 4 radical 2. So we cannot do anything. Radical 2 or radical 7. No, it's no like term. And 24. This is the final answer que corresponde with the option B, I suppose. Any question? Super easy. Super understandable. And this is 3 plus 39. Radical 2 squared. When in this moment, I want to take advantage to explain using two different ways. Okay, for the student que prefer always foil, kindergarten foil. Okay, I respect. And for the student que don't like this and using the formula. We have twin brother, que es equivalent A plus B, repetition, no conjugate, twin brother, es A squared plus 2AB plus B squared. This is another formula. O sea, I can summarize in my mind. Okay, guys, see you learn more shortcut. Your algebra is powerful than see you don't memorize. And you always apply foil. In college algebra, you apply foil. No good. But I respect. Okay? Entonces, suppose que I don't remember anything. Okay, no problem. I copy 3 plus radical 2 times itself. Because I don't realize that the twin brothers have a special formula. Okay, no problem. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times radical 2 is 3 radical 2. Radical 2 times 3 is exactly the same. And this always happens, they are identical. That is the reason it's twice. And radical 2 is 2. Ready to combine. This is 11. 9 plus 2 is 11. And 3 plus 3 is 6. Radical 2. Okay. And other people say, no, I don't like this. This looks like stupid. Okay, square the first. Who's the first? The first is 3. 3 squared. This is this guy. Plus twice. Multiplication both. Multiplication 3 and radical 2. Plus square the second, que es radical 2 squared. This is 9. This is 6 radical 2 because 2 times 3. And radical 2 and a square cancel out the 2. And we come back to the same thing. It's 11 plus 6 radical 2. Honestly, what way you prefer? The formula or the foil?
The formula.
It's up to you. The formula, okay? It's up to you. Okay, I understand. So when you take this algebra, it's intermediate algebra, you have to learn, in my opinion, that we have two special products. The twin brothers, que es this formula, twin brother, or the conjugate. And foil is universal. It's used for everything. So you don't memorize special. Okay. I respect everything. I respect. Okay. Now 40. 40 is paréntesis 3 minus 2 radical 3 a square. Okay, what do you want to do with the formula or the FOIL? Well, and the formula is super easy. Look at that. Square the first. I memorize. Square the first, que es 3 square, es 9. Minus, because it's minus here. Si es plus here, it's plus here. Multiplication both. 3 times 2 times extra 2, que es 12. Radical 3. And square the second, que es 2 radical 3 square. Maybe it's confusing. Bueno, eso es más. Doesn't matter. Es 4 times 3, ¿no? Es 12. Because it's 2 square times radical 3 square, ¿no? 2 square is 4. And radical 3 and square is cancel out. It's just 3. And it's 12. Positive 12. Ajá, entonces es 21, ¿no? 21 minus 12 radical 3. Okay. ¿Qué es the option? Sí, ¿no? Sí. Okay. Suppose que student, no. Professor, I never memorize this. In my brain, I have no space to memorize any other formula. Okay? I respect. And you foil. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 2 is minus 6. Radical 3. This and this is minus 6. And we expect always get the same. Twin brother. Plus 2 times 2 is 4. And radical 3 times radical 3 is 3. So we have 9 minus 12. Radical 3. We combine lighter. And this is lighter. And this is 12. And so we come back exactly the same of this. Combine lighter. 21. 12 plus 9, 21, minus 12 radical 3. Either way, guys, I don't care. The way you prefer, you select. I give recommendation, no? Pero it's up to you. Everyone follow me or totally lost? Totally lost? Radical 6 plus 1 times radical 6 minus 1. Wow, look at that. What do you consider is this? Is a family? Is a something? I don't know. They are twin brothers? No. Twin, no. They are conjugate, brother and sister.
Right, brother and wife.
No.
Husband and wife.
No. Brother and sister is different. Brother and sister is totally, completely different signs. Brother and sister is, for example, A minus B, B minus A. So A is positive in the top, A is negative in the bottom. B is negative in the top, B is positive. This is brother and sister, and the answer is negative 1. But this is not brother and sister, because it's conjugate. Because radical 6 is positive. It's the same sign. The only thing that change is the sign in the middle, que es positive and negative. They are conjugate. Completely different idea. And we're using this formula one more time, que you don't remember. I don't know what happened to you. Look. It's super easy. It's a square first, and it's radical 6 square. It's obvious que 6. 6. Minus, always minus. 1 square is 1. The answer is 5. Very easy, in my opinion. No, okay. For the student that don't remember anything, okay, I respect. You apply FOIL. Radical 6 times radical 6 is 6. Radical 6 times negative 1 is minus radical 6. 1 times radical 6 is plus radical 6. And 1 times 1 times negative 1 is negative 1. This is cancelled. I guarantee you that when you multiply two conjugate, the inner and the outer always is cancel out and stay alive on the 6 minus 1 is 5. Any question? Piece okay. Piece okay or piece of rock? Good? Okay. Okay, let's move on to the review package. The review package includes another thing I don't cover in the original lecture, but don't worry, in the review we cover. Okay? We move a little bit fast. Well, okay, doesn't matter. Okay, suppose now we start review. Okay, review. You know the test for sure will be next week. Okay? I don't know si es Tuesday or es Thursday. Pero for sure.
One moment. The next test
The
is
next
when?
test, yes. I planning April 8th. Que es next week, no?
Which is the fourth and final?
No, 4, 5, and final. Remember, our semester ending April
Okay.
30. So we have time. Don't worry. We have time. The problem is that you need to work fast. It's unbelievable que some students, guys. Let me take advantage to say something. And the last time when the course is over, my only job I need to do is compute the average every test. In total, we will have 11 tests. So you get less than 70, 69, not 69 because I for 1 point or 2 point or 5 point, I don't want the student repeat again the semester. Pero suppose que the average is 65 or 64. D for you, and we see next semester, or you take another teacher, I don't care. Okay? Entonces, you need to be aware to check it out, the Blackboard grade, and it's easy to compute the overall grade you have actually in this moment, current. You average the test. If you don't know compute the average, you let me know, I compute by yourself. Okay? It's adding everything divided by how many tests we are taking right now. We are taking 1, 2, and 3, no? We are working in the 4. So you adding 6 tests online and on paper divided by 6. This is your current. Your current. And forget about repetition, another test. No. In this moment, everything is due. Our goal is test 4, test 5, and final. Okay? And the last moment, I have no time. I posted the grade, and that's it. Forget about me. Are you clear or confusing?
Very clear.
Okay.
Clear, Professor. But I have a question.
So we are working with the test. Okay, this is something wrong. This is test 3, no? Actually, it's not test 3, it's test 4.
4.
You know, in the front page, you see test 4, no? So the teacher que I'm doing this package making mistake. I don't know, I don't do that. Entonces, well, it's okay, I make a mistake also. Entonces, in the first question, Noera, you want to ask me something or no?
Yes, right.
Try.
I type. It's on the pad.
Okay, the first example say, determine the value that make the rational expression undefined to be undefined. Okay, let me try. X minus 9 divided by 4 minus x. Do you see the part I am doing? Do you see the part I am doing?
Yes.
Okay, good, very good. Now, the word undefined suggest me error, mistake. And the only possibility to make a mistake is division by 0. Any number divided by 0 is obvious que it's error, undefined. Then you take the expression at the bottom. I don't care the expression in the top. The only guy can produce undefined, or maybe, is the bottom part, 0. And you enforce it to be 0. And you solve this elementary equation, x equals 4. And it's logical, no? So you plug in 4 here, 4 minus 9 divided by 4 minus 4, it's negative 5, divided by 0, and division by 0 is undefined. And this is the answer. The answer is this. The value, okay, to be determined the value to make the rational expression undefined is 4. Any question?
So what are we finding here?
You find the value of the x okay, to be undefined the entire expression. And the entire expression is undefined when the denominator is 0. So the responsibility to be undefined is only for the bottom expression. You take the bottom expression, you enforce it to be 0, because I know that this is the bad guys and solve for x. Entonces, when I plug in 4 into the original equation, you see what happened, right? Division by 0. And division by 0 is impossible. Division by 0.
Negative 4?
Negative 4. No, 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 no.
No.
This is not radical anymore.
Okay. And a teacher, wait.
I don't
Some
even
people
know.
ask me, okay. It's solve for x in this elementary kindergarten equation. Minus x, stay here. I move 4 to the other side like a minus. Divided by negative 1. I suppose that you see mentally this process, f positive 4. And by the way, I checking 4 minus 4 is 0. O sea, the value que garantiza, si es negative 4 means 4 minus negative 4. Doble mano become positive. It's a correct? Correct?
Yep.
Okay. So see, we can move into the number 2 or no? Number 2 is a little bit more interesting. Number 2 is x squared minus 4x plus minus 45 divided by, I don't mind me. No, it's okay. La quecha, it's okay. You are a student, I understand. X squared minus 9. Okay. Same question. Determine the value to make the rational expression undefined, to be undefined. Okay. So they're still confusing. I can take the picture of the one. Okay. You can now. Wow. Take a picture. Remember, this is recording. It's recording, and when the class is over, I send to you. I don't know if you know or you don't know. I send the link connected with YouTube. Okay? Irma, it's okay. So what should I do in this problem? Well, again, the same stupid thing. You take the expression in the denominator. I don't care the expression in the numerator. This is classical, guy. You see in the college algebra this idea. And you enforce it to be 0. Now I realize that this is the difference of a square. Yeah, using my famous formula, a squared minus b squared is equal to a plus b, a minus b. Entonces, a is x, and b is 3, que es square root 9, plus or minus. And you separate in two linear equations, x plus 3 equals 0, or x minus 3 equals 0. The answer is negative 3, and the answer is positive 3. So we have two values in which, when you plug it into the original equation, to be undefined. So we have two bad guys, positive 3 and negative 3. You can represent like that, or you can represent like that, plus or minus 3. This is another symbolic way to indicate the same idea. Which? Clear or confusing? This is one question in the test, similar to this. One rational expression to be undefined. You take the expression in the denominator only. I don't care. This I never use in this expression. Do you see? I never use it. I never use in this. Any question? Okay, super. Let's move on to the equations. Rational equation. Let's repeat again the So numerator is to confuse us. Why? Okay. Why is the reason? You understand that any number divided by 0 is undefined. This is clear or no? However, Giancarlo, 0 divided by any number, what is the answer of this? When you divide 0 in the numerator, it's 0. It's 0. Entonces, I don't care. Si I want to find this idea, the goal is take the expression at the bottom and enforce it to be 0. Y I don't care this. Classical problem. Okay? Super. Good, very good. Let's go to the number 3. Number 3 is equation. Let me repeat again the equation. Guys, you need to remember something. So you forgot the thing that we are doing. You are doing nothing. X plus 5 minus 8 x plus 5 equal 4 over 7. There are many ways to do this. However, in my opinion, remember what is the least common denominator in this case? Remember the way we are doing frequently. Get the most general way. Least common denominator. What is the least common denominator in this equation? This is equation, and my goal is solve for x. Solve for x. So when I finish, Nuela. When I finish everything, I need to get x equals something. Solution to satisfy this equation. The LCD is x plus 5 because it's the only. And 7 you forgot, Nuela. Everything in the denominator you take.
Yes, Professor.
Don't forget any expression or number in the denominator you have to take. And multiply everything by this. One by one. This, and this. Es obvio when you multiply by the first, this x plus 5 and this x plus 5 cancel out. And stay alive, 7 and 6 get 42. Everyone follow me so far? Likewise, when you multiply by the second, x plus 5, and x plus 5 cancel again, so we have 56, no? 56 equals something. And when you multiply the LCD by the right-hand side, the only guy can cancel out is 7, no? 7 cancel out, and stay alive 4 times x plus 5. And this is my new equation. But I forgot one important thing, super important, que is the restriction. The restriction is the value to be undefined. This is exactly the idea for the number 1 and number 2 question. Is x should be different to negative 5, because negative 5 to be undefined. So the 0 of the denominator is the value to be undefined, the rational function, and always represent the bad guys, and always represent the extraneous solution, and you need to avoid this extraneous solution. Now I put in a calculator, 42 minus 56 is negative 14. Okay, you have a negative 14 here. Is equal, and you distribute the property here, why not? It's 4x plus 20. And you divide now, subtracting 20, negative 14 minus 20 equal 4x. And then negative 14 minus 20 is 34, no? 34, negative 34 equal 4x divided by 4 both sides. And 34 divided by 4 is impossible. It's the decimal, just leave it like that. So the answer is negative 34 over 4 is equal x. And this answer is good, because the only restriction in our problem, the only value to be undefined, the only bad guy, hypothetical, we have in our problem is negative 5. See, there are no coincidences with the solution. It doesn't matter the fraction, we can simplify by 2. Let me see. 34, 34 divided by 2 by 4. 34 divided by 2 is 17. And negative 17 over 2 gets 8.5. I put in the calculator, I get 8.5 in this. Okay, this is more properly answered, not this. This is good, it's equivalent, no? But if you put this in Alex do not accept this answer. Me, yes. Me, yes, I accept. But Alex, no. Any question? Do you remember very well this kind of equation or no? Do you remember or you don't remember? Totally lost? Yes. Okay. Let's practice one more. On the other page we have 2 more, but it's crazy. Entonces, in the test I put easy, not complicated, like the 3 or 4. And we move into another topic, no? Okay, let's move. Let's do a number 4. Let's do a number 4 now. Okay, number 4. Number 4 is 40 divided by x minus 2 is equal 1 equal no minus 1 is equal 42 over x plus 2. Okay, what is the least common denominator in this case? What is the least common? X minus 2 only? X minus 2 and x plus 2. Yes, both, no? Both. Very well. What is the restriction que the bad guy associated with this least common denominator is no 2 and no negative 2. Any solution equal to this is completely invalid. You discard. And you multiply the entire equation by the LCD. One by one. Multiplication this and this. Multiplication this and this. And multiplication this and this. When you multiply the first one, it's obvious that x minus 2 is cancelled out. And stay alive 40, paréntesis, x plus 2. Minus. This minus is that minus. Bueno, entonces 1 times this something is something. Entonces es x minus 2 times x plus 2, ¿no? Be careful because this minus affect everything. If you put the bracket, it's okay. If you don't put the bracket, it's okay also. Because this in the product, you multiply this times minus, and after the minus become negative, no? Now equal, this equal here, a multiplication by the second, it's obvious that x plus 2 is cancelled out with the x plus 2 and stay alive 42 times x minus 2, no? Okay, something like that. Okay, ready? Okay, remember, the thing we are doing is you convert the complicated equation, rational equation. Okay, the rationalized equation that contains denominator, so the variable x is located in the denominator part. And another one easier equation is no rational, so the fraction disappears when the action that you multiply LCD by the entire equation disappears. This is classical in algebra. And you apply distributive property to remove the parentheses, 40x plus 80. Be careful with this multiplication because this multiplication is negative. This negative multiply everything. That is the reason I like the bracket here. Not necessarily, but well, okay. And this is x squared minus 4. Yes or no? One more time, I use my knowledge of the special product. Okay, I know that a plus b times a minus b is a conjugate. Is a squared minus b squared. So a is like x squared minus, always minus, and 2 squared 4. Yes or no? Do you see that or no? If you don't see, don't worry.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Now 42 x minus 84, no? 84. Okay, 42 times 2. Okay. What is the reason I put the bracket here? Because this minus affects everything inside this expression. So my expression is 40x plus 80 minus x squared plus 4 negative positive equal 42x minus 84. Entonces, in this moment, I realize that this equation looks like quadratic equation. Why? Because I see exponent 2. This exponent indicates me que it's a quadratic equation. And the quadratic equation always we solve them expressed in standard form. Standard form means a is x squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. Now the quadratic equation don't solve it by the traditional way of the linear equation. So 2x plus 3 equals 5. Why? Super easy, linear. No. Quadratic equation you write in standard and you factorization. Okay, entonces, okay. Entonces now we have 40x here. We combine like the 80 plus 84. 84 minus x squared equals 42. X minus 84. So you move everything to the right or to the left. I prefer to the right. Doesn't matter. Remember the equation are the equation are symmetric. Entonces I put 42 stay minus 84 stay plus x squared minus 84 minus 40 x and nothing in the left hand side. Okay, so we combine. We have x squared. You organize in descending order of the degree. 42 and 40 is 2. Minus 84 times 2. 84 times 2. Because it's 84 negative. It's 169. 68, sorry. Now, I don't know. So I need to do by factorization, I suppose, no? Let me try to find the combination, because it's not easy. I put in my own calculator, no? Is x squared how you avoid the robotic call? I don't know how.
If you pay $4.99 a month.
Really? I don't pay
Yeah,
anything.
I pay $4.99. Robo Killer.
Pero in your
In your phone.
company of the smartphone.
No. You go to an application. You download it.
No, carajo, no, I don't pay anything.
Well, then you're gonna get phone call. The only thing is,
no, I put it off the I put it off the phone. That's it.
so
Okay,
you're
the
not paying.
combination I try to find. It's a little bit hard. I suppose in the test, no, it's hard. Put in silent, is 12 and 14. Let me try. Because, yeah, they are money for no reason. 12 times 14, when you multiplication, 12 times 14, let me put in a calculator, 12 times 14 is 169, nice. And somehow 14 minus 12 is 2. It's the combination that open the door. But what about the sign? Who helped me with the sign part? I don't know. What is different sign? Is same sign? It's different. Very well. Who is positive? Who is negative? What is the positive guy? What is the negative guy? Different sign, yeah. But who is the positive? Who is the negative?
Negative 12.
Negative 12.
And the positive 14 on top.
Absolutely. And you separate into equation. Guy, this is the only way we are studying so far to solving quadratic equation by factorization. The answer is obvious que es 12. And the answer is obvious in that case is negative 14. Coincident with the restriction that we found before. Remember the restriction is 2 and negative 2. Nice. The solution set is both 12 and negative 14. You write like that, I don't know, you put it here, solution set, open the curly bracket, 12 comma negative 14 or negative 14 comma 12. The order is not important. Okay, are you clear? Are you feel strong? I have 2 more examples. No, I don't want to do this. I want to go to another topic. It's super easy, super elementary. I try to spend the rest of the time doing another topic. Okay, I want to the worksheet 16. I skip for 16. Worksheet 16 is the variation. Variation. What is variation? Okay, variation is, let me try to explain. Another topic, guy. Find the constant of variation and write the equation of variation. Okay, we have two kinds of variation. Directly proportionally. So we have variation. This topic is called variation. Es súper easy. Es la intuitiva idea que you know en arithmetic. Suppose que directly proportionally we have two kinds. Number one, directly proportional. Directly proportional. Is, for example, you have x is equal a constant k times y. Okay, when the y is in the top, it's directly proportional, and this constant is called constant of directly proportional. DP, directly proportional. And for example, one hypothetical problem, you know, my money increasing duplicate. I apply one business, and my money duplicate. Entonces es my money, my future money, is equal duplicate, is the constant of proportion, and the current money. Okay, entonces I duplicate. This is the directly proportional. It's super straightforward to understand, because when the money increasing, this money increasing. So go in the same direction. Using one constant, que en this case I assume que es 2, ¿no? Pero no always es 2. Es one constant of direct proportional. And inversely proportional is another possibility. Inversely proportional. Inversely proportional is proportional is x. X represents one quantity, money or temperature or whatever. And it's a constant, but divided by y. So how you recognize it's direct proportion? When it's multiplication. How do you recognize it's inversely proportional? When there's division. And in this case, it's completely different, because when y goes up, increasing, x decreasing. That is the reason it's inversely proportional, because it's in inverse direction. This is the intuitive idea. However, if you want to solve the first example says find the constant of variation and write the equation of variation. Okay. And the variable y, we are doing number one, vary directly to the x. So I know that vary directly is a constant proportion times x. Entonces normally it's given one condition. O sea, when y is 20, then when x is 8. And you replace substitution. Y is so this is 20. This is the constant I need to looking for, and this is 80. Divided by 80 both sides, because my goal is find the k, and this cancel out the 0. This is cancel out completely, and 2 divided by 8 1/4 is k. End of story. In fraction or in decimal, either way. In decimal is 0.25. Do you understand the idea for the variation? Suppose que you see a little bit more complicated case. This is just the beginning. This is the kindergarten part. Number 2 is similar. Let me see, direct proportional. Okay. Entonces, say y very directly proportional to the x. Okay. If y is 15, so when the condition is given when x is equal to 3. 3 or negative 3? No, it's 3. Substitution, plugging in y 15, k times 3. And 15 divided by 3 is k. You divide both sides by 3 is 5. Final answer. The constant is, entonces day one, I forgot in the first one. Okay, day one, okay, you write the equation of variation. Okay, the equation is y is equal 5x. You substitution the value of the cake you found in the original equation. And the first was 1/4. Entonces y equal 1/4x. This is the equation of variation. And this is the constant of variation. In this example, this is the constant of variation, and this is the equation of variation. Do you follow me? Let's do two more. 3 and 4. 3 and 4 que es inversely proportional. Suppose que y inversely proportional to the x. Okay, I know that the formula is y equal a constant divided by x. Entonces, inversely proportional is division. If y is 0.5, when x is 3.8, find the constant of variation. Okay. So this is 0.5. This is the constant I try to looking for, and this is 3.8. Well, in this case, I apply cross multiplication, right? So I assume that 0.5 is over 1, and you multiply 0.5 times 3.8. I put in the calculator 3.8 times 0.5. That's 1.9. The cross multiplication, this and this, was 1.9. And 1 times k is k. End the story. Done. Variation, guys. Variation. Entonces, what is the formula? What's the equation for the variation? Well, the formula is y is equal 1.9 divided by x. Substitution the constant of proportion into the original expression that you suppose is inversely proportional. Okay, one more. Number 4, and that's it. Number 4 is the variable z. On my calculator is 0.19. Let me see. 0.5. Maybe I make a mistake. Times 3.8. 1.9. No, you make a mistake. Let me do it again. 0.5. Okay, you make a mistake. No, it's okay. I make a mistake also. Okay, number 4. No, don't say sorry. You are a student. Suppose que z, now it's the name of the variable z, is inversely proportional to the t. Okay, this is a constant I want to call t. Some people call c. So you can set out like that, c over t, or k over t, the letter you prefer. I put it this the sophisticated k. I don't know why, or just k, like that. Okay, not sophisticated. Entonces, when the c is 2.3, when t is 72. Wow. Okay, plugging in. 2.3 is equal to k divided by 72. Now cross multiplication, 2.3 times 72 is 165.6 is the k value. 1 times k is just k. Now what is the formula? The formula of the variation is c is equal 165.6 divided by t. End the story. Okay, entonces I suppose stop for a moment. I suppose the next time we continue doing this package. My plan is okay. What is my plan? My plan is when I planning this. This is plan. I can change the plan if you need. Today 30, no? We have
yes.
April 1st. We have April 6 and 8. So my plan is do the test on paper April 6. 6, no, sorry, 8, coño. April 8. test number 4 of April. April 8. Of course, I want to send to you April 6, I suppose. And April 8, we start the topic for the chapter 5. It's the last chapter. It's super easy, super easy. So you pass the complicated part. Okay, my opinion was, I told you at the beginning, the chapter 3, the factorization, the factorization, the factorization. The rest is no big deal. Any question? Any question?
Professor,
Please.
what is 6?
What is what?
April 6.
I don't understand. What is
You
April?
put April 6.
April 6. I will send to you the test on paper, and everything is due April 8. Noela, got it?
Yes, Professor, I got it.
Okay.